Everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Christina and today I am doing a tutorial. It's been a very long time since I've done a tutorial on my channel, but so many of you guys have been asking, hey, how do you do the bat wing liner? And I'm here to deliver today. This is basically the winged liner technique I use with my eye shape. I have relatively hooded eyes. They're not 100% hooded because I do have a little bit of lid that shows through, but for the most part I'd say I'm about 80%, 90% completely hooded. So what that means is my mobile lid, the little part that actually moves where most people would traditionally put eyeshadow, that part of my eye gets completely covered when my eyes are relaxed. So as you guys can see, this part of my eye goes over the mobile lid, so it makes it really hard to do winged eyeliner. Like I said though, I do have a little bit that shows, so like it gets cut off and it drips the most down at the corner of my eye basically. So winged eyeliner often looks like this, where it just wouldn't quite look the same. It would look nice and big and winged when my eyes were closed, but as soon as I would open and relax my eyes, it would look just like a little sliver of a line. My eyes aren't 100% symmetrical like most people's, so one eye would look better than the other one, and one would look worse. They aren't usually even. I don't even think they're completely even today, but you know, that's fine. A lot of you guys have been asking how I do this technique on my eyes and all of that, so I figured today I would share it with you. So before I jump into the tutorial, it's gonna be a short one today, so definitely make sure if you like this video, give it a thumbs up so I know to do more tutorials. Let me know if there's anything else you would like to see from me down in the comments. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button because I do upload on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard, and I don't want you guys to miss out on any of my videos if these are interesting to you. And now, let's finally get into this tutorial. I'm talking a lot lately. So basically, this is pretty simple. This works for liquid liner, pencil liner, and what I used in this tutorial was a gel liner and a brush. I've used this technique with every single way. You basically just take the same principles and apply it to those products. I think the easiest way to do it is with a liquid liner, but I also find gel really easy if that's easy for you. And if you can get your pencil sharp enough, this will also work. Basically, the first step is probably the most important because it lays down the groundwork. I have found sometimes with liquid liner, if you press too hard in this step, it can really mess it up if you have a very heavy hood, because the liquid liner will go underneath the hood and get trapped there and create a really smudgy mess. So you have to be really careful in this first step. So basically the first step is I take whatever liner I'm using and I start at the corner of my eye and I drag the line up where I want it to go. This is the outer perimeter of your liner, and it is very important to get it where you want it. If you want, you can do both eyes at the same time. That way you can ensure that you're even. After you have the outer perimeter, this is the most important step to be gentle with, is you're going to create a triangle shape. Basically, it's going to look like the outline of a wing, but you're going to go over your hood. So it's really important not to be looking down, not to be looking in any way, just looking straight on as natural and relaxed. Don't make your eye taut, don't lift your eyebrows, nothing. How you would normally be looking is how you should be looking in the mirror to do this step, because this is where you're going to create the wing, and this is all going to be dependent on your hoods. On each of my eyes, as you guys can see, they look a little different when I draw out the line. One of my eyes, the line is a lot less dramatic than the other one because my hood isn't as heavy on one eye versus the other. So it's very important that you're gentle in this step and you pay attention to the fact that your eyes are going to be different eye shapes. So again, this will look different on you if your hood's not as heavy or if your hood's heavier than mine. Be very, very light-handed with this. This is why I like to use a gel sometimes, because it's very light and I can go over it, versus going in with a liquid. Sometimes it can be too much liquid at one time and it will get trapped under the folds of your skin. So once you have that mapped out, you'll see it created like this weird double triangle shape. What you're gonna do is you're gonna connect those. So you're gonna take one corner to the other corner and connect everything to where it looks like a bat wing. That's where the name for this comes from, is it looks like a bat wing basically. So you're going to connect it, and this is trial and error. I usually try to make it as small as possible, and then you just open your eye and look at it. If you see gaps, then just fill it in a little bit more until it is completely filled in, and that's basically the best way to do it. Take your time with it when you first try and just fill it in as you need to. Again, because of my eye shape, and sometimes depending on when I'm doing this, it will look different because my eyes are really, really puffy in the morning, and sometimes it makes my hoods less pronounced. So just take your time, make sure everything's even in the way that you want it. There's no gaps. A lot of the times when I fill it in, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's good, and then I put my eyes back to being relaxed, and there's little tiny gaps. It's no big deal, you can fill them in. Just be very careful and go very slow, because I have overfilled those before to the point where it's just a big block. So you have to be very, very careful. Just take it slow. Again, I think that's one of the biggest things, is to be gentle and go slow. And basically after everything is filled and it looks good, once I look at myself head on, I will either decide if I want to go ahead and line all the way to my inner corner or not. I have also done the cat eye on the inner corners. You can do whatever you want at this point. You can just do this on the outer edge, or you can completely line your lids. Completely up to you. It works every way. I lined basically all the way to my tear duct today, but I don't always do that. It looks fine regardless on whether or not you line it all the way to the end. And this, guys, is just the comparison of what it looks like with the Batwing versus what it looks like with a traditional eyeliner. It looks different. It looks a lot more flattering on my eye shape to have the Batwing liner, which is why I like to do this a lot more. It is a lot more dramatic, and I know it's not for everyone because not everyone wants to have a graphic liner on. So like when I close my eyes, it looks very dramatic in comparison to a regular traditional liner, but I kind of like it. It's kind of edgy, it's fun, it's like wearing a graphic liner all the time that really complements my eye shape, and it lets me wear a winged eyeliner without feeling like it looks kind of funky throughout the day. This works really well whether or not you wear false eyelashes or you're just like me and you just put on mascara. I think it works no matter what. It's just really, really pretty and flattering for a hooded eye shape. And I hope you guys enjoyed this really quick, fast tutorial. I know, again, like I said, it was really quick and easy, but a lot of you guys have been asking me to do this, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this was informative. If you guys try this out and you like it or you hate it, let me know. Send me a message on Instagram, which I will put my link right here, but it will also be down in the description. Definitely send me a DM with pictures or tag me on Instagram if you do this and you like or hate it, either one. Hope you guys are all still safe. Keep washing your hands, take some naps, be kind to one another, and hopefully that means I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye!